I mean,
Just talk about how this weekend went, how important it was to see it again.
well, right off the bat, it was amazing, man. I got my flight, caught it. I've never been on a plane before, first off, so it was a great blessing to be able to take those things along the way. So I got on my flight. Yeah, I made it out to Tennessee. They had somebody waiting on me, so I was like blessed, and I was like, they got them waiting on me when I got here. So I mean, it was a good experience too. And once I got to see all the coaches again, see their face, like remember their faces, like just brought up everything from when I was there in the summer. And man, it just clicked back together like they're like a family out there, and that's what I'm looking for. So, yeah.
Why have you never looked at anybody else? I mean, you get the offer while you're here at camp, then you commit while you're here, and then you've been solid all the way through. Haven't taken a bunch of other trips. I know schools have called. Why have you been solid all the way through the way you have?
I mean, when I see what I like, I got to stick to it, right? So that's just how I've been since then, and it's all about loyalty. So you can't just be loyal. So my loyalty run long. So I've been committed ever since like June, I think, maybe June.
Right.
So yeah, I ain't want to switch up. I just want to stay the same. Like I don't want to make it seem like it's too hard for me. None of that. I'm gonna go in there and do what I gotta do.
How important was it for your family to see it?
I mean,
because you committed, you were on a bus tour with your guys, and they didn't see it. How important was it for your family to see it?
I mean, I really wanted them to see it for themselves, because I mean, they might have not believed me, but like my family, I'm like one of the first people to ever do this. So when they got a chance to see it and they know how it can change our life, so they mind blown themselves. So it's really a blessing too.
What did you learn this weekend about Tennessee that maybe you didn't know? Did you learn anything?
I mean,
being around and spending more time here on campus?
Oh yeah, I learned even more too. I got more in depth with the players. I got around the dorms, got a clear view of all the different places you could go to, maybe the library, Thornton Center, all types of things. Got to see the game. I mean, it was amazing.
Who did you hang out with player-wise?
Parker Ball.
Okay.
Yeah, I hanged out with him a lot. I got to saw Wanye Morris, Trey Smith. I saw him too. Got a chance to chat it up with him. A couple of the other guys. I think I saw. Who else did I see? Saw Brian, the quarterback, Garantano, all those guys, running back.
How important was it to get that vibe again with them? Because when you're here for camp, you can sort of see guys, but you didn't hang out a lot with those guys. How important was it to spend some quality time with them, kind of get to know those guys better?
I mean, hey, those are the guys I'm going to see next year, so hey, why not get with them now and then later? Hey, so that's basically what it's like. You build relationships so you can further your future.
What was the message from the coaching staff for you?
I mean, they just want to see. They just want to. It's really no message. They just can't wait to see me, and I can't wait to get there and work hard for them guys.
Now you'll sign Wednesday.
Yes, sir.
Everything will be done then.
Definitely.
Did you talk to any other school throughout this whole process after you committed?
I mean, a lot of students tried to still bite at me, but I leaned towards Tennessee more than anything.
Right.
So I kept it the same. I stayed the same when I said that I was 746% committed. I'm still am.
So you didn't let any coach in the house? No schools came in?
Nah, no other coaches came but Tennessee. They're the only coach that stepped foot in my house.
All right, last question. What's Tennessee getting in you? What kind of player are they getting?
The best player that they could possibly get from the state of Illinois as an offensive lineman.
What is that? What do you do best?
I mean, me personally, my main thing is aggression. I like to play aggressive and like find ways to manipulate my opponents so that I can better myself. I mean, just me personally, I just feel like I'm just an aggressive person. If you're aggressive and you can get play to play and read your plays, you'll be a good player overall.